Breastfeeding is the most beautiful, the most useful, and the most important start that you can give your child in terms of health. Now, even mothers with adopted babies or with babies born out of surrogacies can and are most importantly willing to breastfeed their babies, of course, through some special means. Today, I, Dr. Sudeshna Ray, would give you some tips on breastfeeding so that the journey becomes easier and smoother. Tip number 1. Motivate yourself for breastfeeding your baby while you're pregnant. Start from the 8th month onwards. Understand the importance of breastfeeding and tell yourself several times a day that you can do it and you will do it. Tip number 2. Babies are born with the talent of suckling. So put the baby to the breast in the first hour of the birth. Keep the baby close to your chest. Soon after the baby doctors clean the baby or wrap the baby and give it to you. This creates an instant sort of a bond and recognition for the baby. It also causes the milk reflex to start. Even if the baby is not getting anything from the nipple, it's better to put the baby to the nipple and start the process of suckling so that a signal goes to the brain that this is the time to start the breast milk production. You can do it after a normal delivery, you can do it after a cesarean birth, even after the birth of surrogate babies. Tip number 3. While you're in the hospital, try to keep the baby in your room close to yourself. Of course, if the doctors permit you. Now, this is called rooming in. Whenever the baby is hungry, first put the baby to your nipple and let the baby suckle. The more the baby suckles, the more signals go to the brain and the more milk flows into the breasts. The first milk or the colostrum is a very, very rich source of immunity to the baby. Point number 4. Breast milk will take 48 to 72 hours for it to be fully flowing. Give yourself, give your body that time. Do not hurry, don't panic.
Number 1. You can't produce enough milk if you have small breasts. That's untrue because your breasts produce milk through glands, and these glands are then surrounded by fat tissue inside the breast. The more the fat tissue, the larger the breast. The lesser the fat tissue, the smaller the breast. So the glands are virtually the same in every woman. Therefore, the milk making capacity is the same. Number 2, you will not have milk if you've had a C-section. This again is untrue. Lactation begins as soon as your baby is delivered, and this is triggered by the detachment of the placenta from the uterus. This will happen irrespective of whether you've had a delivery via C-section or a vaginal delivery. Therefore, a woman who is delivered by a C-section can very well breastfeed her baby. Number 3, you can't breastfeed if you're unwell. This again is untrue. In fact, a mother should breastfeed her baby when she's unwell because her body will create antibodies against the disease or the bacteria. And those antibodies will pass on to the baby via the breast milk and will protect the baby as well. Number 4, breast milk makes your baby clingy. No, it does not. Breast milk, in fact, provides nourishment to your baby and helps your baby grow. Breastfeeding is not always about nutrition. Breastfeeding also provides comfort, security, warmth, closeness, and that's what helps you bond with your baby.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell icon so that you don't miss any videos by us.